Alright, let's do some fucking Morimens. More Morimens stream. Let's go. I'm building some Tulu a bit. Gonna get hopefully to like half of chapter 6 this stream. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. At least level 60 probably. So what did we last leave the story on? We managed to save Murphy and we got away with the girl. That's what was her name? Conscience? Can't remember. Fuck me. Right, let's buff to skills. Oh, old soul, material synthesis. Well, that's going to be tough. Right, get to at least like green and everything. Alright, that should be like fine. Just get this a bit. Yeah, that should be good enough. Oh, we have another slot open now. Deploy to, yep, bucket. Records. Nice. All. Alright, chapter 6. Actually, let's just quickly spend some fucking Minofin. Reconnect, done. Exchange all. Exchange all. Exchange all. Cute sire. What's the condition? Final boss battle 12 turns, 2 relics upon clearing. Alright, that should be hard. Reality reboot. The tempest still brews, it's not yet over. The divine realm pointed to thee. Alright. Damn. Ramona Tavern cannot participate in this investigation, alright. I'm thinking of replacing Faros with Tulu probably here. Yeah, that should be good enough. Steppenwolf does basic damage and poison. Tulu does no poison. So, inner details, he's just all about tentacle damage. Yeah, I got my Saya. Awakeners. Alright, here. 2 extra. She's very cute. How about you, man? Investigate. Oh, we actually have a cinematic here. Nice. I mean, I guess she could be used in this team, but I like Jenkins. She's peak. Oh really, this is the first chapter with a trailer. Nice. I've been kind of reading the story for Morimens slowly. Only up to chapter 6. I should have been finished by now, but I took a 6-month break. Got sick, ended up in the hospital, then got a job, and shit happened. Ah, poor Murphy. Miriam deserves a big beating. I will murder Miriam. Reality Reboot, Part 1. Wake up, come on, snap out of it, Keeper. Don't scare me like this, get up already. The girl's sobs hammer against your eardrums, wrenching your consciousness from the torrential flood of memories. Star inverted? What? Is that something that's relevant for the future, or because it isn't clicking for me? Alright. I like foreshadowing when it's done like that. Memories flicker like slides jammed into a battered projector. Each shift of the frame sends a scream shrieking from the depths of your soul. Ramona. Oh yeah, Ramona is still missing. We have to find her. At least you still remember Ramona. The warmth of a living presence cuts through the darkness, but the searing pain erupts from your forehead, radiating to your limbs. Someone flicks your forehead with a sharp snap. Ouch. You can still feel pain. Guess you're not doing too bad then. I just remembered everything. Ramona, Tulu, Captain Elton, Celeste, the seafarers, and you with that thing inside you. Lumping me in with that monster is bad enough, but you couldn't even think of me before the seafarers. Alright, brat. I didn't mean it like that. Murphy huffs, hauling you up from the ground. I knew something was off after the explosion, acting all weird like that. Turns out you really did bang your head. There's just one thing I'm still fuzzy on. When Miriam triggered that explosion in the engine room, who got us out of there? Gotta be Celeste, right? No one else on this ship could pull off that kind of white light.
Touch a box.
The sea embrace turned sharp, the water reacting with your scorched skin in a choking struggle. Blind chaos like a specter in the night tore and broke your body. Then that chaos bore a flicker of warmth. In the boundless dark, loneliness, helplessness, and despair receded swiftly, a mysterious glow shining in the frigid cosmos. As if touched by the universe's mercy, your consciousness teetered on the edge of the spiritual realm. Your body melded with the sea's oxygen, and you snapped your eyes open, feeling the water rushing. Finally, a gentle light sliced through the ocean's darkness. A pale blue force reached for you, a goddess of safe passage extending her hand. So that was Celeste. Indeed, the force that pulled me from the water was unmistakably Celeste's. I'm just wondering how Elton is doing right now, considering that Celeste can't use much of her power without a proper person to link to, considering Elton is just a normal human. Hopefully he didn't die. You close your eyes, recalling the moment the flames seared your vision, when a warm light tore and stitched your will back together. But that earlier force, it wasn't Celeste, it was too alien, yet also familiar. Hey, you zoning out again? I didn't hit you that hard, did I? I totally went easy on you. Alright. Murphy mutters, tiptoeing to brush your bangs aside. Her flicker was measured, just enough to snap you awake without lingering pain. I'm just worried about the others. From the fact that it's just you and me here, the explosion must have been too chaotic for Celeste to control everyone's landing. We need to find Ramona, then join up with the captain and the others. You sure you're okay? If you're feeling off, you better speak up. Yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah, we went through worse. Alright, what? The ship groans, a creaking wail echoing as it lurches like a vessel caught in a tempest. The hull sways erratically, metal debris clattering across the floor. A grotesque snap like bones breaking reverberates from somewhere. Before you or Murphy can react, the ship surges, tilting violently to one side. Murphy! You grab a protruding metal pipe to steady yourself, reaching for Murphy, but she's already stumbled to the far end of the engine room. I'm fine, don't yell like I'm about to drop dead. The cabin settles, leaving only scattered wreckage as evidence of the violent jolt. Murphy, still shaken, steadies herself against the bulkhead, legs trembling as she approaches. Did you hit anything? Do you need help? No thanks, I'm not making someone wounded lug me around. Ah. She eyes you up and down, then turns away a bit flushed. Ah, she's so cute. But Thanks. What was that shake? Celeste didn't blow us into some current, did she? I figure Celeste's losing her hold on the Sunanil, hauling us from that blast probably wiped her out. She was weak already and now... Murphy presses her chest, forcing an awkward grin. It's okay, we hit the shore and we're safe. The lights flicker in time with your breaths. As the room dims, foes emerge from the shadows. Alright.
見届けてくれ。自由を求めるこの石を。
深海の精鋭。
無礼者。届き物。
Oh, and discarded. Oh.
風よ、火の淵へいざない。
9 permanent strength, shuffle on insight, or train. I feel like insight. Both are good, both the strength and insight. Yeah, trauma is not bad. Madness is. No, I don't want madness, fuck it. Raise the sails. Unveil. View free uncarried posse. Choose one to release immediately. Can use 2 times in boss battles. Alright. At start of turn 3, increase crit rate in this battle by 15%. 1 echoes of the past. Oh, restore current HP. That one's good, but I don't really need it. Then I can. Sell a command card. None of these seem particularly good for me right now. Shuffle a temporary copy of it with its arithmetic cost reduced by 1. Yeah, fine. Play recover 1 arithmetica. Mm-hmm.
主被者よ、早く終わらせるのじゃ。
風よ、火の淵へいざない。
触れるな。深海の精鋭。
天罰を。
Rouse an Awakener, probably Murphy, then... Wait, what does... I forgot what Tulu's Awakening does. Keep producing there on my boots, the cabin block him at the door. Oh, that's the final battle already. Oh, that's why you need... Motherfucker.
やはり飛び立てなく。
2 fucking relics. Stupid BS. We already read through everything, let's just skip it.
さっさと終わらせて帰ろ。
下がれ。
天罰を。
Alright, done. stellar key. Nice. Yeah, let's just get a lot of black sigils. You first, I'll watch your back. Without argument, Murphy darts behind the door you're holding. Mutants and creatures of the sea, lured by your scent, rush in. Claws nick your cloak as you slip through. You slam against the door while Murphy locks it. The door blocks scent and sight, and the metal scratching shrieks soon die down. They just don't quit. Murphy, flip the light, huh? A creepy glow hits your eyes. Branchy things burst through the deck cracks, twisting and shoving for room. With steady snaps, the floor gives way under them. Corals, anemones, and unnamed sea creatures, thick and strong, force the deck apart, inch by inch. What the hell? You walk near a coral, its shine graceful and pretty. In Londinium auctions, a piece like this would pull thousands of Leonian florins, if not for the roots digging deep into a small D-mark. It's D-hyperplasia. In Fundamentals of the Solution Phenomena, Doyle explained D-hyperplasia at some point. D-marks might sprout the solution. There's no pattern as to when or what kind, but one thing is certain. D-hyperplasia appears only when a cataclysm lurks. This scream ocean. A cataclysm tied to the Acre realm is close. A cataclysm. Murphy moves next to you, staring at the D-mark under the coral. With one hand on her chest, the other skims the coral's rough top. Behind you, a big thump turning. You meet eyes with a seafarer trapped by the D-hyperplasia. Murphy goes quiet, not reacting. You step up, blocking her from the seafarer.
部をわきまえなさい。フレーム深海の精鋭。
この翼が必ず守る。
はい。
Oh wait, with Jewel, the tentacles hit back.
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。 の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
これこそ宿命よ。
ブレー
GG's. Scrapping just pulls more in. Play it smart, avoid fights. Murphy, you hear me? The girl stays hunkered by the coral, zoned out. Your call missing her. You squat beside her, eyeing the coral and her fixed, almost blank stare. Playful payback or just for fun. You warm your hands and flicker her forehead. Ow! Hey! Murphy grabs her forehead, set to boss you around, but then realizes it's her fault and chokes back the rest. Ah, she's so cute. Okay, that makes a square. I held back, or it'd be 30 feet back. Like you could stop fooling around. I saw you hanging from Miriam's hold. The thick air clears, her worry and gloom pushed aside by rivalry. Sure, Miss Murphy. Lady Murphy. Hey, you're teasing me. Ah. Murphy swings a fist high but drops it softly, grazing your shirt. Mercy, lady. Hold up, something's there. Your ears pick up a weird, low hiss mixed with a particular rhythmic beat. That's Ramona. You can tell that? Yep. You signal Murphy with your eyes, she nods tight-lipped, and you both dash toward the noise. Time until alignment, 90 minutes.
これ式のことで王女の休息を邪魔しないでちょうだい。
Win in 12 turns, have no more than 2 symptom cards, alright. Utopian Veil gains a shield equivalent to 5 to 15% of its maximum HP. The higher the lost the HP, the stronger the effect becomes. 300 key flare, let's go. Parasite. That was not a being that was ever desired, merely a filthy parasite. Ramona must be deployed for this investigation. Guess we'll kick Jenkins out. Ramona. Oh, I have to do the fucking Chaos Realm. Remove. Ramona deploy. I guess we can deploy Calf. Fuck it, whatever. Fuck it, Sigil Yield. No, I guess I won't go for damage ramp, crit damage. Fuck it, auto recommended. It's not like it really matters. The instant her fingertip brushes the keeper's hand, a gentle wordless white wind slams into the explosion's ground zero. It's such a soft force, yet it hauls Ramona into an endless white void with surprising power as coordinates flip wildly. Her guts feel like they're being twisted dry. Celeste lowers the compass, gasping. With the captain's support, she sits down, hands folded in her lap, looking even frailer than before. How are you feeling? Celeste shakes her head silently. In Ramona's foggy mind, still reeling from the blast and trauma, she can't tell if that's a positive or not. As their gazes shift to her, Ramona opens her mouth to speak, but a low buzz fills her ears, her brain firing off warning signals. My ears are throbbing. A blast like that could make your ears ring for days. Yeah, at least my eardrums still feel intact. Keeper, how are you? Wait, I couldn't grab the keeper's hand. Easy now. The Sunanil's domain also covers the nearby waters too. Celeste wouldn't have missed him. Celeste blinks as if confirming the captain's words. But our link cut out for a second. It came back fast, but that floating sensation where I couldn't even talk, it wasn't just me. I did reach him, but... Celeste stopped midway, freezing like a cog out of place. Her lips twitch a few times, but nothing comes out. Elton pats her back soothingly, finishing for her, but we haven't tried moving anything bigger than a rat before. Moving living things on the ship stems from Celeste's hold on the domain, but with me weakening, her aim might not be so accurate. He and Murphy could be tucked in any corner of this rig. Thank goodness, sorry Captain, I got worked up. I hope I didn't come off rude. Anyway, the Sunanil's a converted liner for cargo. The cabin count is 7 decks, 648 rooms. Going door to door would take ages. Captain, can you and Celeste manage alone? I need to head out now to track down the keeper and Murphy quickly. Their situation is getting more and more dangerous. Oh, I didn't realize how big that Sunanil was. Fucking 650 rooms almost. That's a big ass ship. Elton meets her resolute eyes, then chuckles. No need to rush, Missy. Celeste and I can try again. Try what? Celeste scout their position. Celeste stares at the captain emotionlessly for a moment before nodding faintly. She lifts the compass. The awakener shuts her eyes, white light swirling in her palms. Distant seabird cries, faintly echoing. Captain, stop! Elton's pained grunt snuffs out the light. Celeste looks at the captain, then Ramona's anxious face, and finally stares blankly at her fingers. Ramona props up the captain, fingers checking his pulse, her look turning serious. Linking on Awakener, creating domains, preserving drowned sailors' memories. Every time you push Celeste to use her inhuman powers, it drains your life away. Saving us from the engine room blast that used up the last of your reserves, didn't it? Elton takes a few deep breaths, easing his heart's spasms. Then he holds a wooden mug up to Ramona. Who knows where he pulled that from? Want a sip? Might ease the ringing. No thanks. Mittag's rules frown on us drinking. The captain looks unsurprised. He tilts back to down the strong liquor in one go and tosses the mug aside. This stuff's rough. Lincoln Awakener takes massive mental strength. Even Mittag's rigorously trained investigators suddenly can recuperate post-mission, so a regular person. Captain, your condition. Don't sweat it. When I chose to link with Celeste, I knew this day was coming. Elton's smile now holds a touch of peace, like he's truly braced for the Reaper. Celeste closes her eyes too, her form grows more transparent, but the link to the captain gleams brighter, solid enough to see plain. With the Awakener fading, the Sunanil becomes storm-tossed driftwood, slammed by wave after wave to dizzying heights. The cabin's power buckles under the impact. One last spark arcs, plunging the room into darkness. Everything fades except the enemy's low snarls, cutting sharp. Ramona readies her weapon, signaling the two behind to stay quiet. She edges to the door, braced, a faint clock tick rising from the nose's surge. Time seems to stand still in a silent limbo. Her nerves are strung so tight. She can hardly track its passage. 5 seconds, 20, a minute, or has the flow of time been suspended? Get in front of me, I'll cover the rear, don't let them touch you. As if I need you telling me that. It's pitch black, Ramona's not here. There's no sign of life, so much for your hunch. No, she's nearby, I'm sure of it. Metal clatters suddenly. Before you can react, the door is yanked open and hands reach out, holding you and Murphy in. The wires in the deck's framework hum faintly once more, the bulbs flickering rapidly before glowing dimly at last. Ramona scrambles for her dropped rapier, a surprised grin spreading. Thank goodness you're okay. I thought I'd have to enter the ocean to find you. Searchlight, expand vision. Battle, let's go.
出社戦闘命令を失せ
Elite fight.
こいつが小僧の敵かい？なら狩りの始まりだな。
愚か者深海の精鋭失せ
主被者よ、早く終わらせるのじゃ。さあ、幕引きだぜ。
Extra black sigils, the market. Let's just finish all of this. I should have gone north, whatever. Alright, extra silver.
部をわきまえなさい。
Motherfucker.
やはり集中は難しい。
部をわきまえなさい。
Yeah, this is order. Yeah.
こいつが小僧の敵かい？なら狩りの始まりだな。
Elite
出
fight.
社戦闘命令を。サブ深海の精鋭。
ブレード天発を。
Browse an Awakener. Tackle limit +1. Yeah, I'm better. Wait. I don't need this. Yeah, let's sell that. Get extra tentacle limit. I have 0 symptom cards. We are doing good.
守秘者よ、早く終わらせるのじゃ。
フレルム深海の精鋭。神母となる。
ドカン！さあ幕引きだぜ。
Ramona.
ふん、部をわきまえなさい。
下がりな。
うせ。虚
And
妄も
that's
盗賊も運命のままに。深海の精鋭。うせ。
done. I heard chapter 2 enemies are much harder. We'll see. So far I'm just cruising through the story. After dropping another wave drawn by noise, you finally get a breather. Why are these seafarers' bellies all swollen like that? Murphy edges warily to a defeated seafarer with Ramona close behind. They exchange a look before joining hands to roll the seafarer's limp body over. The abdomen was bulged grotesquely by the parasite inside. Its skin stretched thin and transparent, its organs nearly invisible. It's moving, the parasite rides under everyone's eyes, bloating the host's abdomen. The stretched skin loses its texture. Splat. The seafarer's gut deflates like a balloon, the parasite stops moving. Ramona swings her sword toward the empty space, flicking grime off the tip. These fluids aren't corrosive, but some basic precautions are required. Better safe than sorry. Before you can stop her, Ramona rips fabric from the seafarer's clothes, wraps the tip of her weapon, and probes the corpse's abdomen, stirring its guts. Has she always been like this? Don't be shocked, it's her academic spirit in action. Done. I've severed the vessels anchoring the parasite. With a flick of her sword tip, the lifeless parasite rolls out, murky sludge spreading along deck seams in all directions. The captain quickly posts Celeste to a new spot. The parasite looks like a jelly tentacled mass, yet up close it echoes a mammalian embryo, even through the skin it radiates deep blasphemy. Ramona frowns, sheathing her rapier and picking up the seafarer's spear. She lightly slices the parasite's jelly skin. Black pus gushes out. Murphy yelps and leaps back several steps. What? Is something there? Black liquid, Captain, don't you see it? You and Ramona exchange glances. The gush from the parasite is unmistakably your old friend, D-Slime. These seafarers showed no signs of infestation before the explosion. Before the domain vanished. The domain vanished? Celeste, you can't sustain the domain anymore? After the captain's affirmative nod, Ramona pieces it all together. She turns gravely to Murphy, who's pulling the captain around, dodging the flowing D-Slime. The unborn god has become the cataclysm's core, influencing every living thing on board. The mentally frail, muddled seafarers took the brunt of it. These parasites are likely a form of hyperplasia manifesting. A form? You head toward where you and Murphy heard the noise and return to the lower deck, leaving the hiding cabin. The cabin overrun with hyperplasia stands silent, the gross, sprawling, wilder and more chaotic than when you left.
よくやったわ。まだ戦える？
Oh, we're fighting Ishmael again. Gains retain. Alright, that's good. But why do I need the retain? Bites one arithmetic. Alright. The next condition is gain at least 4 types of orisons. Alright. Tragic embarkation. Do I still need Ramona? I don't need Ramona anymore. Alright, nice. Time until alignment 80 minutes. These corals, where did they sprout from? His gaze sweeps over the oddly shaped corals, finally settling on the largest, most eye-catching one. The coral cluster erupts from D-marks, roughly shoving aside the deck, pointing straight at the upper bulkhead. We call this D-hyperplasia. In short, the closer to our regional dissolution core, the more likely these growths appear. Dissolution again? The infested individuals among the seafarers probably also tie back to the spreading dissolution. About that. Don't worry, proceed and rendezvous with the others. I must confirm why they cling to the ritual. Tulu is investigating solo. He wants to confirm, but he keeps the seafarers going. Tulu, so you met since the blast. Is he okay after the fight and explosion? You recall every exchange with Tulu after the blast. He stays remarkably calm. Stays. Tulu is way sharper than me after I woke up from my coma, and I sense no issue spring. You tuck Tulu and Ramona sink deep in your spirit realm, instinctively hiding the storm that ravaged your mind. The shattered dome of Gnosis builds slowly, the soul-ripping pain fading. Right now you don't want to burden your exhausted partner with more worries. You were in a coma? Don't worry, I'm perfectly healthy now. Celeste healed me completely. You glance guiltily at Celeste. The mentioned awakener looks back. You wink at her and she watches for a moment silent. If you say so. Murphy's parasite needs surgical removal fast. The longer it develops inside her, the worse it is for everyone. We need to hit land soon, but I can't feel the ship moving. Captain, you and Celeste can't manage sailing the Sona Nil back anymore, can you? Correct, it's a miracle Celeste can still hold on for both of us. What about the lifeboats? Elton shakes his head. The lifeboats are unpowered, rowing all of us back, not realistic. No, is there really no way out? Elton pats Murphy's head reassuringly. Looking up, he finds himself surrounded by tense stares of you and Ramona. He pauses, then chuckles dryly. Don't forget, the Sona Nil is a ship. I maintain her power system yearly by the book. Her engine room's always fired up, if we can reach the bridge. But our fight with Miriam badly damaged the engine room, not to mention the explosion she triggered after. Forgot about that. Without boilers for power, even reaching the bridge won't help. No, there are still some. Keeper and I came through the engine room. It's wrecked, but at least 2 boilers are still running. 2 boilers, that's enough to move her. So, can we check the bridge now? Honestly, I've been curious for ages. Quiet, enemies incoming. Let's go. Hmm.
守秘者よ、早く終わらせるのじゃ。
さあ幕引きだぜ。
Easy enough. Calf the goat. One more battle.
あなたをがっかりはさせないわ。
世の前にひざまずけ。
琥珀色の火をくれてやる。
Alright, fuck it, he'll develop another symptom. Draw one card, if HP, draw an additional card. Frozen Awakener, alright, Murphy. Nothing here. Elite Battle.
部をわきまえなさい。わかったわ。
世の前にひざまずけ。
愚かね。
ドカン。さあ幕引きだぜ。
Let's roast two. Alright, I have 4 since it's fine.
部をわきまえなさい。わかったわ。
世の前にひざまずけ。
深海の精鋭。下がれ。深海の精鋭。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
無礼者。降臨せよ。
琥珀色の死をくれてやる。
銀の鍵が
Let's
道を
roast
照らさん
two.
ことを。
世の一方とくと見るがよい。
Thick fog clings to the sea's surface, but the deck gleams bright under the full moon. Even the most subtle expression is clearly visible under the moonlight. The moon. What's with the moon? It's getting brighter, and Murphy swallows the rest, but you know what she means. Her time's running short. Let's hurry to the bridge. Captain, lead the way. We need to cross the deck to get to the bridge's top floor. Ramona nods, shielding the captain as she steps forward. Only a few steps forward and a thud rings out behind them. Everyone turns to see Murphy on her knees, her upper body slumped forward, nearly flat on the deck. Murphy? You rush over, lifting the collapsed Murphy off the deck. Her consciousness fades, her bangs matted with cold sweat and plastered messily to her forehead. Hurts. Oh fuck. She clutches your supporting hand, pain making her fingers dig deep, yet you barely notice the minor sting. You hear the growing drumbeat, not the heart but a parasite in the girl's chest, pulsing as it devours her life force. The god is draining her life. Yeah. The parasite on her heart is the cataclysm's core if this continues. You look up at the bridge's square window, pitch black, like a veil's maw swallowing light from afar. Murphy, can you hear me? Murphy? Murphy's breathing loses rhythm. She's tangled in uneasy, dangerous dreams. There's no response to your calls. Hang in there. Let me carry her, kiddo. You're weaker than me, I'll do it. Ramona, keep watch. I've done weight training, I can handle Murphy. Elton doesn't insist. With his help, you hoist Murphy's knees, letting her slump on your back. You muster all your strength to steady her and draw a deep breath, ready to climb the stairs. The comatose girl lies on your back, mumbled whispers slipping past your ear. God. Aside from groans of pain, Murphy only mutters meaningless words. Amid this chaotic babble, enemies emerge from the shadows. Hi, Ishmael.
早く終わらせるのじゃ。
ドカン。
分かったわ。今日も思った。運命のままに。
Under Ramona's cover, you climb the stairs. Elton helps with Murphy's weight. Even so, reaching the 4-story bridge takes effort. Finally here. Elton nods, fishing the keys from his pack, and teams up with Ramona to shove open the bridge door. Damn, these squirrels made it here too. Captain pulled up. Elton charges into the bridge with Ramona chasing after. The bridge is larger than expected, with a rare 2-level layout. It's grander than any bridge you've seen in a photo. You can imagine that the Sonanil was a shining paradise on the sea before its conversion into a cargo ship. Good thing the captain locked it. Aside from dehyperplasia, no mutants or seafarers got in. Keeper, you can come in. You nod. With Ramona's help, you lay Murphy down. Her breathing steadies a bit. It no longer sounds as labored as before. Looks like her body's adapted temporarily to the parasite's oxygen consumption. But if this lasts too long, I'm worried it will cause permanent damage. Yeah, we need to get her out fast. Captain, how's the bridge? Some gears busted, the horn and radio switches are jammed, but core power controls and steering wheel are fine. Elton speaks as he deftly turns the central wheel, yanking pistons one by one. You poke your head from the hatch, peering at the deck's far side. Chimney-like vents puff thin white smoke. Chimney-like vents puff thin white smoke. Soon, splashing sounds come from the stern. That's the rudder working, right? We're turning. Elton nods, letting out a deep breath. Sona Nil's a big girl. She turns slow and clumsy, but once set we can go full speed. How's Murphy? Not deteriorating for now, but the parasite squeezing her heart, messing with blood flow. And that parasites the dissolution cataclysm source. Being this close to the cataclysm core, I'm worried the dissolution will affect Murphy too. Dissolution, yet again. That damn thing, how much more will it steal from my world? Captain, you remember other things lost to dissolution? Elton shuts his eyes, pipe creaking as it's clenched, as he breathes deep a few times, calming his turmoil. The silent awakener glances at Elton, stepping slowly before him, extending her now semi-transparent hands. Celeste, did it affect you? Sorry, I'll keep my temper. He looks at you and Ramona, his tone softer. Dissolution, I've got a long history with it. My past, I lost it to the rot.
造作もない。
Annihilation. No longer concerns arithmetic guidelines. Seal and stagnation states on self. Heals HP equal to shield obtained. Yes, avarice is his original sin and he will atone for it. Avarice is a form of greed, right? Avarice. Yeah, agreed. How could you not know that town at the river's mouth back by the mountains? That's where we grew up. Did sirens steal your brain during your time at sea? That spot has been marshland since the flood. Marshland? Yeah, word is there was a mine shaft and the river shifted in the big flood, caving it in. Some lord bought the land a couple of years back. He's planning to build a park or something. But my home... You hit the sea right after leaving the orphanage. You haven't been back in over a decade, but you've forgotten that much. Are you sick or something? Orphanage. No way, my family. Have you really lost it? We played on these streets when we were kids. I snuck over the orphanage wall with food for you and got chased 3 blocks by the nun. That's all gone? Sorry, buddy, must be a post-voyage haze, mixing dreams with reality. Haven't seen you in years. How about a drink at the old spot tonight? Old John's whipped up a new whiskey flavor, top notch. Let's do this, no going home sober. Yeah, no going home sober. Oh, pain. I didn't know any mine shaft, had never been to an orphanage, and old John was a stranger's name. All I knew was everything about that town was slipping away. My childhood, my parents, my siblings, dismissed as some absurd dream. Even I was starting to believe it, but dreams are not that hard to forget. Lieutenant 2 Winter Elf. The shipment is daily supplies and the bodies of 19 failed experiments from the church. The sender's details are smudged by seawater. Still good to sign off, confirming all correct. As I spoke, the hunched contact snatched the manifest from my hand. He didn't seem to care what I said, just mumbling confirm vaguely. Polar winds swept off the contact's hood, revealing an utterly grotesque head. Eyes huge and bulging, lids that couldn't close, and gill-like flaps linking jaw to collarbone. It had a vicious face. Swallowing revulsion and nausea, I tipped my hat anyway. If that's all, the Soranil will leave tonight. Next delivery will come in about 114 days. Safe travels to you. Hold on. I was about to board. An unfamiliar woman's voice stopped me. It was an adult woman in a black veil, dressed too lightly, even barefoot. In Elver's polar chill, she stood out starkly. High priestess, high priestess. The contact dropped flat, body smacking cold black rock with a cringe-inducing thud. After 10 years at sea, through grit, luck and shady jobs, I owned my ship and was a captain now, but being a captain meant nothing in this secretive cult. I had never met the higher-ups, but from the seafarer's reaction I knew her status was lofty. So I knelt like him without hesitation. High priestess. Stray spirits swirl around you, boatman. Stray spirits roll around you. Boatmen, you carry relics of the dead. Relics of the dead. At the priest's hint, I popped open the pocket watch. The dial was covered by a swirling silver. Yes, the gnosis inside is faint, but it's a silver core, no doubt. Each silver core holds a forgotten memory. Do you wish to awaken this one? Forgotten memory. My past was denied by all. The silver fluid, fished from what was once my hometown, might be my last clue. I do. Please, High Priestess, guide me. Complete the next voyage, then I'll share the method to awaken the silver core. Bring my hope. Bring it to me. The seafarer's High Priestess Miriam assigned me a new task. That voyage's cargo, a baby girl. Before I'd only held my younger siblings in those dreams. Sadly, those happy, peaceful memories faded when I woke up. The westerly winds dragged out the ship. In the final week at sea, all fresh water went to this little one. She didn't mind my knotted beard giggling in my arms. I handed her to the High Priestess. One summer's used. All compasses have failed, waves have smashed the rudder. The boilers flooded, we're dead in the water. What did you do? I can't steer now, the current's pushing us into the thunderstorm. Now is not the time for blame. First mate, take the crew to the lower lifeboats, pack and tighten paddle clear before the vortex sucks us in. What about you, Captain? Just get out fast. 2 years had passed and I had done the priestess's secret methods countless times. None had made that silver core glow. Endless failures and effort nearly made me quit chasing the truth of my hometown's vanishing. I sent most of the crew to lifeboats, then sank with the sun unknown, clinging to the memories of my past. In the endless descent, wind brushed my face, wind squeezed the water out of my lungs, blew away wound-corroding salt, and lifted a sinking dream in the deep. Then I saw her, a girl enveloped by a gentle breeze and white birds. My name is Celeste. As long as you need me, I'll be here. She was a trace of my homeland's existence, a fairy tale from elders' lips in my youth. She proved my haunting past was real. Her arrival proved that I was not a ruthless lunatic. 3 months ago, Ellsworth Seafarer's Sanctuary. New Leonia branch supplies 135 crates. Association sacrifices 12 bodies. Horn Island groceries 120 crates. All checks out. You're vital to the order. Take care of yourself. Oh, the order finished a new batch of stabilizers early. Got your quarters share here. I'll hand it. Save it for our scheduled meetup. The usual spot. Brylport, 3rd Wharf, North Berth 2. Celeste and I will wait for you there. We're planning to gather some special ingredients from the Intersea. How about a dinner then? It would be an honor. An honor. I heard that Lady Miriam has awakened the Divine Mother from her slumber, so our Lord could return on the next stellar alignment. The next 3 months will likely be extremely busy, but I'll definitely make our appointment. Alright, that's settled then. I'll see you in 3 months. That boy who once carried the blood of a seafarer but now bears the body of a golem smiled shyly to me. Kirkus was just a kid. He was very much like the younger sibling who existed in my memories, a shy and sensitive boy. Well, the sea's storming soon. You should leave quickly. Yeah, no sailing into ice gales. Saying goodbye to Keikos, I brushed past the last piece of cargo being unloaded and walked onto the ship. That thing was still breathing, white cloth rising faintly, black slime dripped from it, something fading away. Control your curiosity, Alton. Don't look, don't think, don't face it. Celeste, I'm back. Time to sail as planned. Celeste. Alright, setting sail to Diablo Republic. No, the destination is the Intersea. We're grabbing local ingredients. Why are you spacing out? Did something happen on board? Yes, Intersea. Setting sail. Celeste looked at me. What are you yelling for? The hem of Celeste's skirt revealed a girl, nearly startling me off my feet. She looked familiar. I swear I had seen her before. You let this rude girl aboard, Celeste? I told you to stop yelling. Do you want those seafarers to hear us? Who are you calling rude? My name is Murphy. Murphy. I remembered her now from deep memory at a ritual. After the Divine Mother was afflicted by dissolution, Miriam chose a new vessel for the Divine Embryo, sinking her into a decades-long sleep. With the stellar alignment near, the priestess woke her up. This shipment was supplies for the Divine Descent ritual. The baby, a bottle fed in storms, would be denied growing up forever. I know you are not seafarers, just delivery associates. Get me out of here as far as possible, and these treasures are yours. Like magic, she pulls crude, wood-carved statues from her bag. They make one dizzy at first glance, revered by the seafarers but worthless to outsiders. Murphy wants to come with us. She'd the solution. She was my distant ancestor, a victim of barbaric customs in a bygone era, and the only proof that my homeland had ever existed. The experiences from her past life had sealed Celeste's self deep within her soul. I couldn't deny her first request to me. Besides, let's sail, Celeste. You agreed to take me? If Celeste wants it, I'll get you as far as I can. Oh, you don't owe her that much. Cheeky brat. I could change my mind and toss you into the ice sea anytime. Stingy, fine, I won't ask again. Besides, it was only I who sent Murphy down this path, a path riddled with dissolution leading to ruin and oblivion. I must atone for this. How much more is there? We cleared 9, alright. I'll finish Crisis Moon and I'm done for today, probably. The night is eroded by undercurrents, and the stars fall silent. The Crisis Moon, fraught with twists and storms, quietly reflects an unknown future. Elton's confession leaves you and Ramona speechless. You stare at her mutely, reading the same shock in each other's eyes. A hometown erased by dissolution, Celeste is the sole proof it ever existed. The guilt from handing Murphy to the cult yourself, is that why you turned on the seafarers? Elton crouches by Murphy, brushing away the sweaty hair stuck to her forehead. After checking her condition, he sighs deeply, then stands to face you again. If I hadn't given her to Miriam, she wouldn't have been possessed by that so-called god. She wouldn't be lying here, dying. It sounds like a joke, right? Humans are great at recording history, even ancient games have records. How does a whole town vanish without a trace? Forget my rambling, consider it a worthless bedtime story I made up. We believe you, kiddo. Tech universities fought the solution for centuries, and countless investigators have given their lives. Plenty lost to it. The world forgets them bit by bit, and even in their letters sprout D marks. You two aren't scared? Scared, of course I am. Who isn't terrified of being wiped from existence? But someone has to face it, right? If we back down, our colleagues who fell during investigations were erased, those erased by dissolution. If we back down, their existence becomes meaningless. For our future and those already gone, we'll treat even the wildest theory as fact and investigate. Looks like madmen still make up the majority. The horn blares, startling everyone. Elton reacts first, lunging for the console to manually stop the whistle. Damn, the whistle lines got wrecked by those corals. That noise. Soon those things will figure out someone's on the bridge. Ramona rushes outside the bridge and you follow, both leaning over the rail to look down. Wandering seafarers on the lower deck crane their necks up, locking their dead fish eyes on yours. Well, the seafarers didn't spot us, did they? Captain focused on steering. As for external distractions, the keeper and I will handle it. Raise the sails. Play 5 cards in 1 turn, final battle. Alright.
あなたをがっかりはさせないわ。
焦るなよ。
愚か者、深海の精鋭。
さあ幕引きだぜ。
Alright, recover one Arithmetica. Alright, we raised Murphy. Extra silver, nice. Junction, Rose and Awakener. Tulu. Battle.
あなたをがっかりはさせないわ。深海の精鋭、神母となる。下がれ、深海の精鋭。
焦るなよ。さあ幕引きだぜ。
届き物。
愚かね。
大胆じゃな。世の一歩をとくと見るがよい。
触れるな、深海の精鋭。
どうか。
Nice. Extra strength. Five cards in the final battle in 1 turn.
こいつが小僧の敵かい。なら狩りの始まりだな。
下がれ、深海の精鋭。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
琥珀色の死をくれてやる。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
さあ幕引きだぜ。
狂気を胸に。
銀の鍵が道を照らさんことを。
触れるな。降臨せよ。虚妄も盗賊も運命のままに。
You poke your head from the bridge door. Seafarers litter the deck. Some normal looking, some parasite bloated, some snake like. That was tough. If Tulu were here, handling these would have been easier. No noise from the stairs below. We should have a break for now. You nudged the lifeless seafarer at your feet. In the fight, you targeted its sudden parasite bulge as a weak spot. Its skin tore from your attack, spilling sticky gore. Not sure if this solution tainted blood is toxic. Looks mixed with plenty of tea slime. Ramona, shall we toss these overboard? Wait, Dole said we shouldn't, I think. The Mittag University Investigator Feed Manual states clearly, due to unclear mechanisms of propagation, avoid letting these slime enter natural ecologies whenever possible. Glad you remembered Dole's lectures, but ecology is not the priority now. Come look at this one. Ramona brushes aside tangled seaweed and bits of coral, revealing the seafarer buried beneath. It's dead too, eyes cloudy grey, slimy skin wrinkled and quickly dehydrated. Still you recognized clearly its skin is white, standing out amongst the trapped seafarers, like a goose around sparrows or a white steed among great donkeys. Remembered no signs of parasitic infection, and we didn't hold back, but what's special about it looks normal to me. Think again, when did we clash with white-skinned seafarers? When Goliath was showing us... Wait, Goliath? Right, the white ones are Goliath's guards. Goliath has no one seen him since the engine room fight. He was gone before the explosion. We made a potentially fatal mistake, completely overlooking Goliath. Just as Ramona finishes speaking, a massive impact shatters the door. The fish-like awakener boy retracts his halberd. Looking down at the sprawled seafarers, the shadow of a huge pipe hides half behind him, obscuring his expression. Kekus. Kekus notices the captain and turns away, ignoring everyone inside. He steps aside, bowing deep toward the deck, welcoming his new master. My lord, they are indeed on the bridge. The giant walks in with heavy steps, gripping the door frame overhead, blocking all moonlight outside. Time until alignment 60 minutes.
よし片付いたぜ報酬
Clear with over 50% HP. Alright. Nah, I won't do Paramorph. I'll stream later again anyways, so it's fine. Alright, done for now. Bye bye.